Well, the engine compartment is more or less complete. Um, Remember last time I had an issue with the battery tray, and well, I figured out a solution. Let me put some light on it. And the way it works, basically, the battery just kind of like slides back and then comes up. And it works. And it's, the fender is in place, so I know that the inner fender well is right where it's supposed to land when it's all back together. So that's gonna work out fine. And I really like the stance of this car. I gotta tell you, I just really like it. Of course, these tires are a little bit lower profile than the ones I'm actually going to run on it. They're two 3560 16s in the back. These ones are like 205 55s or something, but I am going to run the taller tires in the front, and I think they'll just tuck right under the fender just fine. Not gonna lower it anymore. I really like the way it sits, and I'm just gonna run with it the way it is. I think it looks great. It is probably about a good 4 or 5 inches lower than it was with the tall bias plies and the other engine that was in it. Yeah, I like it. I like it very much. So there's that. What else have I done? I spent most of yesterday making the fan shroud, and let me get back. There's a bit of a glare on it, but this fan shroud, believe it or not, used to be one of the side panels of a dryer, and it has these pleats in it already, which kind of just adds to the appearance, gives it some strength. But yeah, it was like 20 gauge sheet metal that formed perfectly for what I need. And the only other thing I still need to do is put a radiator overflow somewhere, and I'm not sure where. Yeah, I'm not sure where. I might end up putting that back here. I don't know. But yeah, I repainted the firewall with a little bit lighter shade of blue. It still doesn't really match the original, but it's close. And of course, the original, made in USA, what's left of the manufacturer's sticker that was on there originally. Like I said, I wanted to preserve that. So some of the original part of this car is preserved, and redid them. The horn, yeah, that's a horn, isn't it? Yeah, redid the horn, and also you can see down here I got the throttle rod bellows. I made that up today. This is basically canvas from convertible top, leftover convertible top piece from my Dart. And I just used this little bezel that I picked up at Home Depot, which is not supposed to be for a car by any means, but it works, and you'd never know. And there's that. My air filter that I'm not sure if I want to paint it or just leave it that patinaed orange color, because it fits. It doesn't look out of place. Looks good against the blue, and it looks okay with the copper color. So yeah, I might just leave that the way it is. Of course, I got my wires coming through the firewall right there, going up to the horn and down to the engine and everything. The only other thing that I still need to dress up, need to tuck the spark plug wires away a little better, and I do have a special surprise for the valve covers that I still need to take care of. So it's not going to look like a Chevy Vortec 5.7 liter after I finish the valve covers. But yeah, so let's look over here. Yeah, okay. So you can see a little bit better the inner fender well, how I had to redo all that. And this side I had to block in. This is originally where the battery box was, and it was like all cut out right here for the battery that was on the driver's side when it had the 6-cylinder in it. So I just blocked that off. And yeah, I mean, it's still kind of dirty down there, but it's a whole lot better than it was. And what else? I've been working on doing the sound deadening insulation on the firewall and getting the fuse box up in place. And that's where the fuse box is going to go. I just don't have it mounted yet because I still, big clump of wires there I don't really want to deal with at this moment. But there's that. And got the access panel bolted back in place and all insulated. I don't want to do any more insulation down here until I replace this rusted out section here, patch it all in and make it look good. But it's, oh yeah. Focus the camera, why don't you? So anyway, there she is. Like I said, I really like the stance. Like seeing the fender back on it. This car is a good looking car. And someday it will all be back together. So there it is for this Sunday afternoon. Like, share, subscribe. And yeah, talk to you later.